Hello students, today in entrepreneurship we will continue with the topic which we have done in the previous video. Okay, so we were in marketing mix. Now marketing mix is the combination of variables, that is controllable variables, which a firm uses to meet its marketing objectives. This we have seen. It can be defined as marketing mix is the plan, okay, which designs marketing strategy, where it's a plan where we are designing marketing strategy regarding controllable variables. Okay, marketing strategy is designed regarding the controllable variables of market mechanism. So this is what marketing mix is. Here, marketing mix is said as a plan which is used for designing the marketing strategy with regards to the controllable variables. Now we have seen that controllable variables are the elements which a marketer uses in various proportion for meeting the marketing objectives or for meeting the requirements of the market. Okay, so for obtaining a perfect blend of marketing elements, what are the marketing elements? These are the 4 P's. Okay, so marketing mix has 4 P's. We all know this 4 P is product, price, place and promotion. So we'll start with the first one, that is a product. Now product can be tangible as well as intangible. It has something, product is something which has value. Okay, so it can be a physical commodity or it can be an idea also or something which has value. Okay. Now in this, what are the dimensions of product on which we have to decide? Now marketer has to decide on the branding, the labeling, the packaging of the product, then the shape, size, quality. Here we have to decide on the shape, the size, quality, brand, label. Okay, so these are all the factors on which we have to take decision. Then the volume of the output. So this is what is all about product. Okay. Then after this we have how products are classified. There are certain classification of product on the basis of durability, on the basis of utility, on the basis of weight. So on the basis of durability, products can be defined as perishable or durable and non-durable. Okay. Then we have utility. On the basis of utility, like consumer goods are there or capital goods are there. Capital goods are those goods which are used in the process of production, and consumer goods are those which are purchased for final consumption. Then we have weight-wise, like very heavy product, very bulky or lightweight products. So this is the qualification of product, and these are the consideration or the factors on which the entrepreneur has to decide. Okay, the shape, size, quality, this he has to decide the sales volume, the growth according to the growth potential. Then we have a brand, that is giving a name, sign, symbol to the product, that is giving a brand name to the product. Then the label means a packet which gives all the information about the product, and the volume of production or volume of capacity, according to the capacity of the entrepreneur's factory or on the basis of machines and equipments, what will be the volume of production. So these are the decisions which are taken in product. In marketing mix, second is the place. Now, place means moving the goods from the place of production to the place of consumption. As production is done at a particular place and the goods are produced for the consumers, so we have to move the goods from the producers to the consumer for consumption purpose. So, place is moving the goods from the place of production to the place of consumption. And this creates place and time utility. Means what? it is available at different places. So it is creating place utility and time utility because it is available as and when required by the consumers. Now in this place, we have to take decisions regarding two things. First is the channels of distribution and second is the modes of distribution. Now we'll discuss the channel of distribution first. So channel of distribution means how you are going to make that product available to the customers. So that means how many middlemen will be in between or how these goods will be moved from production place to consumption place. Now channel of distribution, we have two channels of distribution. Okay. First is the direct channel, that is also known as zero level. Why it is known as zero level? Because here the producer sells the goods directly to the consumer. Means from the producer the goods reaches the consumer. There is no intermediary in between. So that is called zero level. Next we have, there are two types as I said. The second type of channel of distribution is indirect channel. Indirect means there are middlemen in between the producer and the consumer. So here we have three levels. 1 level, 2 level and 3 level. 1 level means one person in between from the producer to the retailer and then to the consumer. So only one person is in between the producer and the consumer. So this is 1 level. In 2 level we have from the producer to the wholesaler, then the retailer and then the consumer. That means we have two intermediary in between. Then in 3 level we have from the producer to the agent, then to the wholesaler, then to the retailer and then to the ultimate consumer. So we have 3 intermediary in between. So this is the third level, 3 level channel. So we have to take decision in marketing mix. In the place mix, we have to take decision regarding the distribution channel. How we are going to distribute the product. Like in zero level, we have like Eureka Foods type companies where the salesmen of the sales executives of the company, they come and sell the product. So that is zero level. And these are the indirect channel where middlemen are used for distribution of product. Now what are the factors on which this depends? Which channel of distribution a company should opt for? So that depends upon different factors like nature of product, like what is the value of the product, then whether the product is perishable or it is a durable product, then the size and weight of the product. There are a lot of factors on which this choice depends. Suppose if the product is standardized product, okay, then what kind of channel of distribution you can opt for? It can be 3 level or 2 level, but if it is a customized product, the producer has to directly deal with the consumer. So like that, nature of product is an important factor on which channel of distribution depends. Next comes the nature of market. Nature of market means what kind of market it is, how frequently the orders are placed by the buyers, how many buyers are there. Okay, then what kind of credit facilities are given in the market. So these are considerations related to market. Then the middlemen. Middlemen means how many middlemen are there who are available for marketing of the product. Then what is the custom that is followed in this type of, that particular type of trade. Then the government control and all. Then comes the tendency of producer. Here, what is the tendency of the producer? If he wants to control the distribution channel, then he will opt for direct channel. And if he is financially sound, if his financial position is very good, he can opt for direct channel. So these are the factors on which the decision regarding the channel of distribution depends. This decision is the mode of distribution. Now what is the mode of distribution? The products can be distributed through roadways, railways, or through pipelines, through waterways. So these are the modes of distribution. Now what will be the mode of distribution or what will be the channel of distribution? There are a lot of factors like cost, flexibility, now nature of commodity, requirement of the customers. These are various factors on which this decision depends.